Hello all beautiful people, this is Aziz once again from 10-Minute School, and today I'm here among you with some pronunciation technique. Now I'm 100% sure loads of you have been trying regularly to improve your pronunciation. So here I go today with some very efficient techniques to improve your pronunciation. I'm 100% sure if you follow them techniques for the next 3 months time, 100% you are going to get a very good result. Okay guys, as written on the board, the first thing you do, you find an audio. Now what type of audio will that be? Just to inform you, there are worldwide 2 recognized accents. One is British and the other American. So I would personally suggest that you pick an audio either with a British accent or with American accent. Well, it can be an audio of a world famous speaker. It can also be a speech of Mr. Barack Obama. It can be an audio of a cartoon. Don't watch the video for the time being. And then it can be an audio of an interview of a celebrity, anything. But it has to be either in British accent or in American accent. Well, after you get that audio, what do you do with that? As instructed on the board, listen to a sentence. Now, for example, it's an audio of an interview of a very famous celebrity, and probably he gets a question from someone who is obviously interviewing him, and the question is like, do you do your exercise regularly? Now, as you listen to that, do you do your exercise regularly? Now, you stop the video, and what you do, the next thing you do is, see, you pause that audio and then you imitate that sentence. Do you do your exercise regularly? Now listen, when you imitate, it's not that you just say that like, well, do you do your exercise regularly? No, imitation, it has to be with proper feeling. It has to be with proper feeling. Sometimes like, well, sometimes you know what will happen, you have to show anger, sometimes you have to act a bit mild, sometimes you act very sober. So yes, the feeling is very important. Do you do your exercise regularly? And then what you do is you imitate that. Do you do your exercise regularly? And then you exaggerate that. Well, do you do your exercise regularly? So this is like, I intensify that a bit more. Do you do your exercise regularly? Well then, I would personally suggest you to super exaggerate that. Well, do you do your exercise regularly? You know what happens? First you imitate, then you exaggerate, and then you super exaggerate. You know what happens? When you exaggerate or super exaggerate them, you actually work correctly with your voice intonation. Do you do? See, you need to prolong that last part of O. Do you do your exercise regularly? You need to prolong that part as well. So this is very important that you listen, you copy, and you exaggerate, and you super exaggerate. And then you get to the next line and you do the same way. Pause it, imitate, exaggerate, and you super exaggerate. And after the whole audio is done, after you watch that for about 2-3 times, I'm 100% sure you have already got to know about that audio very properly. Then you practice that top to bottom and you have an audio recording of that. and then you listen to that, and you would find that you have improved a lot. And the same way, this thing you were actually doing by finding out a video, and you can also find out the text of the same audio. Sorry, sometimes I've been saying video, that's wrong, to signal, that's going to be audio. So you find the text of the audio and you do the same stuffs you have done in here. You listen, right? And then you pause, and then you imitate the line you have listened to, and then you exaggerate, and this is very important that you do exaggerate that with proper feeling. Okay, and then you super exaggerate, and when you're done with watching the audio for about 3-4 times, you are sure you can perform that properly. You perform the whole thing, and then you have a voice recording, and then you listen, you would find you have immensely improved. Now guys, be careful whenever you're collecting them audios. They are very much expected to be proper audios with proper English and proper accent. Always remember, if you listen to something wrong, you actually pick wrong, and when you speak, you obviously speak wrong. So yes, listen to correct thing, imitate, exaggerate, and super exaggerate. 3 months of practice, you will definitely improve in your pronunciation. Thank you very much. That's it for today. Thanks a lot.